Welcome back. The OKC Convention and Visitors Bureau is making some changes, getting more people to come visit our great city.
And that's right. Here to tell us more is Seth Spillman. Welcome to the show.
Well, thanks for having me.
This is very exciting. We kind of talked about it a little bit earlier this week, but tell us about the new campaign, See OKC.
Yeah, so the new campaign, new tagline is OK Seeing is Believing, and it's based on a lot of research that we just recently did. Our last campaign was Cool and Warm. It was talking about cool city, warm hospitality. We had been going with that campaign since about 2008, and so it was time for something new.
Yeah.
And so we started with a lot of research. We had research within the industry with different focus groups for meetings, conventions, industry partners. And then we did 2 focus groups down in Dallas with potential leisure travelers and some focus groups here with the industry in Oklahoma City. And what we found was that if people had been here to Oklahoma City recently, they got it. They understood the changes that we've had here in the city and what a great place it is to visit. And if they hadn't, then there was lingering negative perceptions, or really more often no perception at all. And so we had a real opportunity there to change some of the perceptions. And so out of that came this tagline, which was the idea of seeing is believing, or OK Seeing is Believing.
I'm sure you've seen it, and the key is, I guess, trying to get people to believe it and come in, and that's the idea. But people who come from out of state, once they're here, it's amazing. Has the Thunder helped a lot with that perception of people who probably wouldn't have come here otherwise?
Well, the Thunder certainly helps, just overall awareness. And this campaign, the last campaign, the Cool and Warm campaign, was based on research that happened before the Thunder even came. So we really launched into that campaign in 2008, and that's right when the Thunder was getting here. So Thunder has certainly helped, but like I said, there was still a real opportunity there to help change perceptions, because we see it all the time. Our staff is on the road, we're selling Oklahoma City, and so often people see the kind of images that you've had up here and they think that's Oklahoma City, and blown away by what they're seeing. So real opportunity for us to get that out there.
Yeah, tell us about the logo, the Skydance Bridge being chosen for OKC.
This is the new Skydance Bridge logo.
Right.
So our last logo had parts of the skyline in it that were also boots. It featured the river, it featured the state capitol dome. It was a great logo for us at the time and the changes that were going on in the city at the time. But we needed something new and different. And this logo is something that's uniquely Oklahoma City. It's an emblem that's unique to us, and it's also something that it has a connection to the state history with being an abstract representation of the scissor-tail flycatcher, but it's also very modern and sleek and new. And so it's a logo that we can apply to a picture of the downtown skyline, and it makes sense. We can overlay it on a picture from Stockyards or from State Fair Park, and it still makes sense too.
This must be an exciting time for all of you in this business here in Oklahoma City, because I think before, and when I moved here, it was always, you'd see cowboy boots and planes and horses, and now it seems like you're able to focus on art and modern stuff, which I think is great. So you guys must be excited about all this new stuff.
It is very exciting. I always say that Oklahoma City makes our job a lot easier with all the changes that have happened here recently. But we always are mindful of the fact that our Western heritage is something that we can claim as well. And it's something that is uniquely ours too. And so we wanted messaging that showed that, yes, you can come here and visit the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum. You can see a working stockyards. You can come experience horse shows at State Fair Park, but there's also more. And so again, this COKC campaign engages in a way that previous campaign didn't. It doesn't necessarily throw all of that out. It just says we have that and more.
And it's a great place for conventions, big meetings. I know that's part of it. I mean, we talk about traveling and stuff, but also we have groups here all the time here for big conventions and stuff.
You bet. That's a large part of our business, is bringing conventions and meetings here to Oklahoma City. We're very excited about, obviously, new convention center coming online in 2019. That's just going to increase the amount of visitors that we have here, because it's business meetings, but those are visitors to Oklahoma City. And often what you see in the industry is once they come here for a convention, they either add a few days on the front end or on the back end and stay and spend money and enjoy our attractions, or that's their first entry into Oklahoma City and they end up coming back for vacation with their families.
Yeah, and now it's so important. Word of mouth means everything. If you can get one person here, 10 people will know that they loved it. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thanks. I know you brought a bunch of T-shirts in and gift bags and everything. You get a gift bag, and you get a gift bag, and you get a gift bag. So,
awesome.
yeah,
Thank you
this
so
is
much.
great.
Now, if we want to post something on Twitter or something, or we want to follow you guys, is there a hashtag that can be involved?
There is. There's a new hashtag for the campaign. It's COKC, SEEOKC.
Okay.
This replaces Visit OKC. So.
Okay, great.
Easy enough.
I love
Thanks
it.
much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coming up, we have more music. I'm going to jump.
No, go ahead.
Sorry.
It's my turn anyway.
We have more music from Michael Clyde.
And some great, nice stories from professional storytellers. We'll do it next.